All right, buckle up, buttercups, because today we're diving headfirst into the digital dumpster fire that is the downfall of Pokimane. Yes, Pokimane. The queen of Twitch, the sultan of simps, well, you get the picture. The internet's collective girlfriend, allegedly. And now, apparently she's public enemy number 1, or at least public enemy number 3,278, after the guy who puts milk before cereal. But still, downfall. The word itself conjures images of Icarus plummeting from the sky, or more accurately, my own self-esteem every time I open TikTok. What happened? Well, the Earth's core started sweating, that's what happened. The fabric of reality tore open and spewed forth a torrent of outrage, bad takes, and grown men crying into their Mountain Dew. It all started with... Wait, does it even matter how it started? Does anyone even remember anymore? It's like trying to recall the plot of a fever dream, except this one's punctuated by the incessant ding of notification hell. I'm pretty sure it involved drama, calculations, taxes, and maybe even a dash of good old-fashioned internet envy. We'll start with that. C, pure, distilled chaos. Humanity at its finest. Just people yelling at screens about things that ultimately won't matter in the grand scheme of the universe. I mean, is it even ethical to call this a downfall? I'm pretty sure it was more of a controlled demolition, masterminded by the internet's collective id. We built her up so we could tear her down. Isn't that what we do with everything? Relationships, hopes, dreams, my will to live every Monday morning? All fair game, folks. All fair game. And let's be honest, the internet is less a community and more a highly dysfunctional family Thanksgiving dinner. Everyone's yelling, someone's crying in the bathroom, and Uncle Barry is ranting about QAnon while shoveling mashed potatoes into his face. What was Poki's crime? Existing? Being successful? Dare I say, being a woman on the internet? The audacity.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
We already have one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyways. Too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No! Like the
Poki.
ultra rich. The ultra giga rich. The
You have to
unnecessarily
clarify.
rich.
They're gonna clip that and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh.
You
The
gotta
ultra
say
giga
you gotta
rich.
say the billionaires.
The billionaires.
you are rich.
The Bezos.
You can't be saying that.
I am. I'm rich in friendship.
Yes.
This is basically the energy people expect from her, right? Constant, unyielding positivity, even when the world is crumbling around us. We want our influencers to be shiny, happy robots, dispensing dopamine and pretending everything's fine. But the second they show a flicker of humanity, a moment of imperfection, a hint of a real personality, bam, canceled, sent into the digital gulag, thrown into the content creator coal mines. But let's not forget the Pokimane fan base, or should I say, the Pokimane armies, the loyal, the devoted, the somewhat unsettling. I mean, let's be real. The internet has weaponized parasocial relationships. You think you know these people, you feel connected to them, and then you defend their honor like they're your actual family. I'm not judging, I totally get it. I once spent 3 hours arguing with a stranger on Reddit about the proper way to make a grilled cheese. They're lost causes, truly. And what about the other side? The haters, the trolls, the people whose entire existence revolves around tearing down anyone who's remotely successful. These are the digital gargoyles of the internet, perched atop their mountains of spite, spewing venom at anyone who dares to shine. They're like the black mold of the internet, spreading their toxicity to every corner of the web. They feed on drama, thrive on negativity, and probably haven't seen the sun in years. I picture them huddled in dimly lit basements, surrounded by empty energy drink cans and anime figurines, plotting their next attack. See, the beautiful poetry of the internet. But really, it makes you wonder, where does all this hatred come from? Is it just boredom, insecurity, a deep-seated fear of success? Or is it something more sinister? Are we all just puppets, controlled by some malevolent algorithm, designed to sow discord and keep us glued to our screens? Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, let's face it, the internet is basically a digital coliseum where we all gather to watch people get torn apart by metaphorical lions. We crave the drama, we feed on the negativity, and we pretend that we're somehow above it all. But we're not, we're all complicit, we're all part of the problem. We're all just little hamsters on a wheel running towards a prize we'll never reach. The wheel is made of LCD screens, and the prize is what? Validation, a fleeting moment of internet fame, a sense of purpose in a meaningless world. Good luck with that. The thing is, Pokimane's downfall isn't unique. It's a microcosm of the internet's larger toxicity problem. We see it every day, with every celebrity scandal, every cancel culture controversy, every pointless argument over something trivial. The internet has become a breeding ground for negativity, a place where outrage is the default setting and empathy is a rare commodity. And we, the users, are the unwitting participants feeding the beast with our clicks, our comments, and our outrage. This is us. This is our lives now. Drowning in a sea of information, desperately trying to stay afloat. And the worst part, we're addicted to it. We can't look away. We need the drama. We need the validation. We need the constant stimulation, because without it, we're just empty. And that's the real tragedy of Pokimane's downfall. It's not about her, really. It's about us. It's about our collective addiction to drama, our insatiable hunger for negativity, and our inability to see each other as anything other than pixels on a screen. We've built a world where online reputation can be worth more than actual money, where your entire identity can be reduced to the number of followers you have. But let's not get too philosophical here. At the end of the day, it's just the internet. A bunch of ones and zeros strung together to create a simulation of human interaction. It's not real. It doesn't matter. Or does it? Maybe the internet is real. Maybe the connections we make online are just as valid as the ones we make in the physical world. Maybe the pain and suffering we experience online are just as real as the pain and suffering we experience in real life. Or maybe I've just spent too much time staring at screens and my brain is slowly turning into mush. Probably the latter. So, what's the solution? How do we escape this digital dystopia? Do we unplug? Do we delete our social media accounts and retreat to a cabin in the woods? Do we join a Luddite cult and smash all the computers? Maybe, but let's be real. None of us are going to do that. We're too addicted, we're too dependent, we're too lazy, and besides, who would I make YouTube videos for if everyone left the internet? I'd be talking to myself, which, granted, I already do quite often. This is the future, baby. Accept it, embrace it. Let the digital rot consume you. Or, maybe try to be a little nicer to each other online. Maybe try to show a little empathy. Maybe try to remember that there's a real person on the other side of that screen. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet ranting about things that probably don't matter. Honestly, I'm starting to think that the real downfall isn't Pokimane's, it's humanity's. We're slowly but surely destroying ourselves. One click, one comment, one outrage tweet at a time. We're so consumed by our digital lives that we're forgetting how to be human. We're losing our ability to connect, to empathize, to simply be present in the moment. We're becoming the very thing we hate about the internet. And that's the real punchline, isn't it? We're all hypocrites. We're all part of the problem. We're all contributing to the digital decay. And yet we continue to scroll, to comment, to outrage because it's easier than facing the truth. It's easier than confronting our own flaws. It's easier than admitting that we're all lost, confused, and desperately searching for meaning in a meaningless world. So, what's the takeaway? I don't know. There is none. It's just the internet. Don't take it too seriously. Or do. I genuinely do not care. Go yell at a cloud. Buy some NFTs. Donate all your money to a Twitch streamer. It's your life. Do whatever makes you happy. Or whatever distracts you from the crushing weight of existential dread. As for me, I'm gonna go stare blankly at TikTok for the next 3 hours until my brain completely shuts down. Because that's what I do. That's what I am. A product of the digital age, slowly succumbing to the brain rot. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Until next time, folks, stay cynical, stay skeptical, and for the love of God, log off. Or don't. Whatever. I'm gonna go question all my life choices now. Maybe cry a little. You do you, internet. You do you. And for the record, I still think milk goes after the cereal. Fight me.